prices. So you see the IBB, the XBI, both under pressure, down about 1% each today.
And if there are the estimate now, and it's very early in the process, is that you could get as many as 8 to 10 million Americans who lose coverage as a result of this new bill. That would put pressure on hospital companies because they would have to come up with the services to these people who don't have the coverage and find a way to pay for it themselves. You know, we remember those crowded ERs before all of this in that whole process.
Yeah.
So that's putting pressure on that group today.
Yes, most definitely. There's another group that I want to highlight, unrelated to healthcare as well, though, and that's retail. I bring that up in part because we got Urban Outfitters reporting earnings after the bell. Number of 52-week lows for retailers today. 2, Signet, Under Armour, Target, Mattel, Dick's Sporting Goods coming under pressure after a disappointing forecast. So some losers there as well.
We'll look forward to that coming up here. The Dow down 38 points on the close. First time we've got back-to-back declines in a while for the Dow. Stay tuned for the second hour of the closing bell now with Kelly Evans and company. See you tomorrow, Kel.
Thank you, Bill. Welcome to the closing bell, everybody. I'm Kelly Evans. Another down session on Wall Street. The Dow dropping 31 points today to 20,922. Declines across all the major averages. In fact, the Dow held up relatively better than most. The S&P was down nearly 1/3% again, 2368, the level there. The NASDAQ down 1/4% to 5833, and the Russell 2000 down nearly 0.7% today to 1374. By the way, the transports were also down more than 100 points today. Dollar index up a touch, and oil prices also lower after climbing more than 18% since Donald Trump was elected. You can see WTI in about the $53 per barrel range today. Coming up, Chevron CEO John Watson weighs in on oil's move, OPEC, and what's next for the energy industry. My interview with the CEO coming up here in just a bit. Joining me on the panel today, we have CNBC senior markets commentator and pro columnist Michael Santoli, Altera Capital Partners Director of Tactical Research Ralph Acampora, and Eaton Vance Management Portfolio Manager and Director of Equity Strategy Mike Allison. I feel like a basketball announcer sometimes. Gentlemen, come on out to the court. Let's do some high fives, but not high fives about this market today.
Not too many, although I have to say all these little declines we've seen in the last few days, and even before last Wednesday's big pop higher, have been kind of grudging. They've been these sort of syrupy moves lower. Another one of those today. We did sort of close pretty close to the lows. I think the big question is this going to be like mid-December where we saw something similar? We were at the highs, market kind of rolled over.